Meeting to order. It is 6:38. We're here. Chief, I'll let you go because you're our guest.
Okay. So year to date, we're at 7,484 runs throughout the city. It's an increase of 211 from this time last year. So we're back up.
Yeah.
714 for the month. That was up 92. So we'll be a little over 8,000 probably about 8,200 for the year. We did have 4 fires that were investigated by our investigators. One of them did have 2 civilian injuries. One pretty major. I haven't heard whether or not he actually has survived or will survive. He had burns over 60 or 80% of his body. That was down on Wise Drive, down the south side of town. We did a little over 900 hours of training. We did have an 8-hour reading the smoke class, which we offered. We had firefighters from all over the state and actually the Midwest came in. We had that out at Faith Community Center. So that was a good class. We finished up recruit class and we had that graduation. We had 3 out of the 5 that made it through, and they're on shift. One of those are actually resigning in December 31st. He's going to Indianapolis Fire. So I'm actually in the process of hiring 12 currently. So we'll have that spring start. So, and that's really about it. We're in the midst of we're doing our annual physicals and getting those out of the way for the turn of the year.
What do you think the increase was about? Any just happened?
Yeah, it just happened. We were decreasing the last couple of years.
Yeah,
so
just sometimes it happens.
Ebbs and flows.
Yeah,
so, yep.
That makes sense. All right. Well, okay.
So the fires that you're seeing is there a dominant cause?
No, we've had some intentionally set fires. A couple of them in the last month. So it's just.
Do you find the people that do that?
Yeah, we've located one. They actually admitted to it, and then the other one, I think they're still
working on it.
Yeah, still working on it. Between the fire and police, they haven't gotten all the stories straight on it.
Does the prosecutor?
Some, yeah, they're hard, but yeah, some. Maybe not as many as we would hope, but yeah, arson's a hard case to prove. So
I have heard that many serial killers start out as arsonists.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Yep.
You're welcome to stick around or head out. I think it's going to be a short meeting. So.
Okay.
There's candy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some candy.
I did tell the chief, I was like, hey, chief, if you don't want to come to our board meetings,
Yeah.
do not.
We appreciate it, though.
Yeah.
So our November board minutes.
Yeah.
I'll let you review them. I did before the meeting. They looked good to me, but I'll let you check them over.
I wrote them.
I know. I'm like, yeah. So I moved to approve them. Okay.
You were so deadpan.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
wrote them. They're
All right.
good.
They are approved. All approved. There's that copy. And then SNAP benefits assistance report. Okay.
You'll see a very short report behind that.
Yeah.
So 39 households.
Did a final count. I was guessing, and I thought it was. I didn't actually count.
62 households for the amount of, well, then is the amount.
15,911.
How much?
15,911.
16,911.
Oh,
Okay.
put in.
Plus
I-
15? Or-
No,
Oh,
instead of, I put
instead of-
the amount you gave me.
Before, yeah.
Yeah, you said 19,000 last time.
I gave her an estimate at the time, and
Okay.
I've been seriously working
So-
on it.
Okay, so less money and more households. is
Yeah.
what
Way
they-
less money.
That's yeah.
Yeah.
And way more households, almost double.
Well, I
Mhm.
I shared the challenges
Yeah.
from Payless not being able to run our tickets. So
Yeah.
even though we had issued these checks, in the end, a lot of them couldn't even be processed. So I ended up having to go
The
individually and
credit card, yeah.
with the credit
I
card. So
remember.
that consequently drove it down. Plus, in the midst of that, that's when SNAP was reinstated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we put a halt to that.
Yeah.
So
What was did you figure out the solution to work with? I don't. What was
Payless.
Payless and like
Yes.
the third party or whatever. Okay,
yes,
that was
so it turns out Kroger has a voucher program.
okay.
So it's basically like a promissory note.
Okay.
So I said, hey, let's work on it so
Yeah.
it's smoother next time. So we came up with a voucher system and approved amount. Like
Okay.
this is going to be, I approved the amount that's for one individual household. So that's $298. So that's
Oh, okay.
that's going to be it
Like the flat
for the
rate.
voucher.
Okay,
Um,
that's pretty. I think that's great.
because it was just overwhelming with
Yeah.
trying to serve everybody during that time. So I think we learned some very painful lessons, which is use the voucher
Yeah.
and then issue the vouchers in the alphabetical order that SNAP does, because
Okay.
they don't all get paid out at the same
Oh
time.
yes.
It's like
Mhm.
on the 5th, it's
Yeah.
like A through C, and then
Yeah.
B through.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do it that way next
You've
time.
written
God forbid-
that,
hopefully we won't have to do that ever again. you know?
There is a scheduled breakdown on how SNAP benefits are paid out
Paid
that
out.
we
You have,
were
like, a
passing
schedule.
around between Food Finders, Angel and I. So yeah, I have the schedule now of when they're issued, and the clients know that too.
Yeah,
Like
uh-huh.
they know when to expect those
Yeah.
deposits into their EBT card, so it's not
Yeah.
anything that they wouldn't have to learn. So
Yeah.
we will we will do better.
Nonetheless, if that were to happen again, because there's 3,000, over 3,000 households in Fairfield. It's
More
not
than that, yeah.
Beneficiaries, yeah.
Mhm.
Order of magnitude. So that would be 1,000 people a month,
Mhm.
900, 1,000 people a month. So,
Yeah.
if this were to happen again, I do think
I know that's what I was like.
Mhm.
Let's hope it won't. But it sounds like you learned
No,
some
I'm
good.
just-
You learned some
I
good
don't want it to
stuff.
happen
you
again.
know?
Yes.
We have
Yeah.
a process. Like we have a process.
We have a
now. We
process in
figured out
place.
something.
We do.
We learned something big from it, but we also were to help the people in our community.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it was frustrating
Yeah.
for everybody
Oh,
all
of
around.
course.
So yes, the process will be streamlined
Yeah.
and it will be not as painful for
And
the
you-
clients,
yeah.
for Payless, for
you
us.
guys,
So
yeah, you have a system now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we never have to use it again.
Yep.
But if we do, we
yeah,
got it.
so it's set up.
And
Yeah.
we have that program with Kroger. So like,
Mhm.
even if we do have to
And we
do
got
something-
approved for $10,000
Oh,
credit
nice.
limit at Kroger.
Oh,
So
awesome. Cool.
that was the other thing is we can't issue more than $10,000.
Yeah.
with
well,
it.
that's the other thing that would come to $900,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, how to do that in a way that there's any kind of evaluation of need. Everyone.
I mean,
needs it.
if they qualify, because
They
they
need it,
even
yeah.
use a lower federal poverty level than we. I mean, yeah, it's 100. They go by 130%,
Mm.
and we go by 150%.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so yes, we learned some lessons, but the process is set up.
Yeah.
So we do a voucher program through Kroger.
That's good. And that's a lot
yeah.
easier on everyone. It sounds like.
Oh.
So.
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, finances.
notices?
Yes, so I put 1782 notice in your packet.
Yes.
The 1782 notice, if you look through what was approved, there were some reductions that the DLGF put in place
Okay.
because they were looking at our cash balances for end of June 30th, correct? So that, yeah, so that factored into how they reduced our budget. It doesn't mean that we don't have the cash available. It's just when they approved our budget order for next year,
Yeah.
that was the I guess the big indicator was those June 30th cash balances. That's what we figured out,
Okay.
right, Rocky? Or
Yeah,
do you
that
want to?
was over and, we got the, also, it was some of the numbers that we put in when we first sat down with DLGF on the computer system. That one, they held us to it, the dollar. And that was startling because there was more money in the account than that.
Mm.
Isn't that with cemetery?
No, recreation.
Recreation.
Um,
Yeah, okay, yeah. And we had more money in that, so, but,
At the end of
No.
June, we didn't have any money in recreation though. Because we
no, we were
already,
out. But
yeah.
Well, we had just about $1
right.
in change. In there,
Yeah.
You know, so they said put $1 budget. Okay, that's fine. And that took care of it. But we're going to get more money into it here this month. I mean, we asked for it.
More money into recreation.
Money's going to go into recreation and cemetery.
I remember talking about that.
Recreation for sure. Let's look at it again.
For 25, you're talking about.
No, yeah, the M25. We had one more round of big money coming in.
I see what
The
you're
fire
saying.
and the general and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we know we're going to get what money goes into that goes in the cemetery. The $800, doesn't it? Right. that goes
It
in-
does. That the $800 he's referring to is the interest earned from the community community foundation.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You had suggested we addition Susan the extra 10,000 going to the recreation, but there's nothing there, and so that's why they dropped this on our numbers. Even though we requested the money go into it, they wouldn't let us. I mean, we didn't do it initially. It sounds like whatever we're putting in early, that was more important. And
I thought
don't know.
I thought the conversation you and I had was that they had locked down the amounts based on that June 30th cash balances.
Okay, I mean, I think that I slept since then. So, but yeah, I was, yeah, I mean, okay, the thing was is that we had, no, never mind, scratch it, I'll go along with that.
Okay.
I'm tired.
So I'm sorry, I was finishing up some notes from this 30. What's the issue?
The issue on paper, our budget was reduced as far as revenue
For 25.
for 26.
For 26.
Yeah, so that what you
By
have
how
in front
much?
of you'll see it. There's a notation. It will say from the DLGF where the reduction where they reduced it. It may be on the second
Rainy day
page.
went down $300,000.
or yeah,
Um,
right on that first page. Look
Mhm.
at you'll see the notations underneath.
They
So
could-
under rainy day, budget has been reduced.
Okay.
They just don't tell you how
Budget
much.
has been decreased because project revenues are insufficient to fund the adopted budget.
It doesn't say by how much.
No. You have to have the, isn't that the Form D, 4D or something like that you all signed? That was the
Form D.
budget, that we approved. Yeah. Then you'll see the differences. That doesn't mean we can't later.
And it doesn't mean that we don't have the cash that we were trying to budget.
Yeah.
Okay. It just means we won't receive it next year.
What we
No, it just means that we're budgeted for certain amounts, even though we have more than that in there.
Mhm.
But we can then later
have a
Increase it.
resolution
To
Okay.
do an
Yeah.
additional.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
But this is our approved budget from
Yeah.
the DLGF.
okay.
And you've looked at how much the reduction is, and is it meaningful?
For rainy day, significantly, but the rest of them, it's not really.
Other than recreation.
Yeah, other than paying $1 instead of more.
And I think the cemetery, they reduced that
A
too.
little bit, yeah, but it's still got enough for us to at least
To do our
do
stuff.
1 week of John if we use it.
Well,
Well, well, this, what, where did you get the name John? Is that his last name?
no, I think it's his first name.
Okay.
Yes, but we have the cash. We can do an additional. This
Yeah.
is just what we were reduced
To-
to by the DLGF.
Okay.
And they did that, you were talking about because the budget.
Because of the cash at hand that we had at the end of June. Because when we do our budget for the following year, we meet with the DLGF in the summer.